What's good, YouTube? And welcome to the house. Some days I feel like a broken record when I'm telling you guys, always check both. Always check eBay and TCG Player, because it's actually insane the differences today, some of these cards. And for good reason. A new product came out and things tend to get crazy around there. That is one of the most exciting products of the year. But before that, let's actually show why I show this promo code off down below. The proof is in the pudding when we talk about these prices. The lowest engage on market is pretty nice, $98, which is what I said it might gravitate towards. You know, actually $99 now. The one that I was just looking at sold out. So $99. Somebody just bought one for $98. Now, if you were actually looking at Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles down below, and you come in and you check the prices, there's a couple of reasons to come on over, but Engage might be one of the main ones. $87, and when you use my 5% off promo code, it's $82.50-ish, somewhere around there. That means you're saving nearly $16 each. That's pretty crazy when you think about saving nearly $50+ on an entire set. You get free shipping just by ordering one. So if you're missing just one or two and you're trying to play for your WCQ, this is definitely where you want to be looking, but you've got to order in the next couple days to make sure it gets in on time, because cards usually get into you from about 5 to 8 days, but you do want to check if there's any international storms or anything happening between you and where they're located in New Zealand. So you definitely do want to check that, but dang, that is definitely a really good price comparatively if you're trying to get your cards in on time. You got to do it sooner than later. Now, checking Flood, just another card somebody was talking to me about last night was Vampire Sucker, and you can get it for under $8 with my promo code. And then I was looking around and looking at, I believe it's Flood here. Yeah, Flood and the Secret Rares, and they're about almost $10, $9.50, $10. So you're saving $1.50 off the bat there too. So if you're looking for a lot of things for you or a team and you're spending over around $75 US for that free shipping, it's a pretty good deal to come over here, especially for Engage. Engage is just where it's really at right now on this site. Like, Widow, I think, is above its actual US market price. It's been dropping like the anchor that it is. We already discussed that. But going around here, this is the DTP one. We actually come into the regular tin, which is pretty nice. It's actually a nice copy, but we just keep going down and keep going down. And these hero prices, they're going a little crazy, but for a good reason. So $3 is actually what I want to discuss here on Neos, right? But we come over to eBay, look at DT01. Huh. What's happened? There's one from Canada at 11. There's one at 15. $3, and we're not looking at DTP ones. $3 versus over $10. That's a pretty big difference. Now, why are heroes going crazy? Well, Neos is probably because of the Megatons, but heroes in general are going even more crazy. The probably most loved archetype and most collectible archetype there is out there, because guess what the next legendary decks are? The legendary hero decks. Oh, get ready to dispense some dueling justice this holiday season when the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading Card Game presents Legendary Hero Decks. This box set comes with 3 unique decks featuring the kind of monsters you'd want to see on your side if the fate of the world depended on the outcome of a duel. Oh, alright, Konami, calm down there a little bit. Aster Phoenix's deck is going to have 2 hero link monsters, one with 3 pointers down. I almost feel like those might be the imported hero monsters we already know, but if they're brand new, awesome. Then we also get Thor, Loki, and Odin once again descend upon the dueling world. Alright, we've got a return to the Azure? Is it? Please don't murder me. I'm just a YouTuber. Boasting some of the highest attack values among all synchro monsters, Team Ragnarok's ace monster from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds holds a special place in the heart of duels. Now a new Link monster makes it easier to assemble the synchro materials. And we also get Phantom Knights. Out of all these two have prices that are going very wild, and I feel like the Phantom Knights are actually going to sink down because it's kind of hinted at that there's going to be reprints in here for Phantom Knights, especially because the deck includes a new trap card and a brand new Phantom Knight Link monster that sets traps directly from your deck. So they're probably going to reprint a lot of the good Phantom Knight traps in here, and can destroy any card on the field when a Dark Xyz monster is special summoned to a zone it points to. So today, prices are going pretty crazy for some of these archetypes. Elemental Hero Neos, the discrepancy is insanely huge. That one, kind of obvious. And this is actually one I just didn't know. I just wanted to show. I didn't know the PT common for Stratos was a $30 card stably. Just straight stable. PPG having the only near mint one over here. It's like owning a piece of history, but this just shows how much heroes are loved. 0 on eBay, 1 on the entire market, a piece of history, but there's other common Stratoses, yet people value this at such a commanding price. It's pretty awesome to see. Like, we look through all Stratoses, it's actually the highest. We have the jump, we have the DT, there's so many variants, and you even have the other commons, but this just shows the love for heroes, the love for the collectability of them, and the nostalgia factor, really. I feel like GX and heroes have one of the most commanding prices, so if you're shopping around for cards for heroes, be sure to check both. It's a pretty crazy thing when you see the differences in Neos, and then, you know, no Stratos, one Stratos. Use your own big brain, decide if it's worth it to you. But let's look at Loki. Again, these prices are insanely different. $35, there's 3 of them. That's the lowest over here. Ultimate Rares continuing on. Oh, Unlims for $4.50 available, $5. Let's actually see if any first eds do exist for relatively cheap. Well, we got a 4-in-1 and the 7-8-ish range. We have first ed played, and we keep going. It looks like first eds of these are pretty hard to get, but 15, about half the price for a first ed near mint. I actually have to give it to Cap G. I've been watching some replays on his channel. When I usually do click on, it usually is my interest in this deck. So ahead of the game there, Cap, ahead of the game. But maybe a little bit of hype was delivered from that on his channel. I seriously doubt it. So we see just the biggest price discrepancy. They're all gone from TCG Player here. Thor actually has the opposite. We have $11 available, $13 available, where we go here and the only one available is $37. TCG Player actually winning on Thor. We go for Odin. Ghost Rares, Unlimited, sitting around 18s. Now where are all the Ultimate Rares? Oh, weird. They're on eBay for six. So there's not a true reset price on this. Basically, these feel like they're mid-buyout. I haven't looked at them in a while, so I don't specifically know. But the discrepancies, the quantity discrepancies, it makes it feel like it's more recent, and people are going for what they think is affordable. And that's just how it feels like to me. We look over here for Ghost Rares. I see Damaged, I see Near Mint at 16, so similar to TCG Player on Ghost, and that would have been a very expensive buyout, so I feel like people would go for the Ultimate Rare. You see the market price, quote-unquote, 3, yet the lowest on eBay is now 6. So it's pretty nice that we have these market prices and seeing the trends. $4, and the lowest is 12, so I would say it's pretty obvious these had to be grabbed for right now. $3, none available. It feels like these are grabbed for right now, right? Highest rarity versions of them. And one of the most hyped products of the year. The legendary decks tend to have some of the best value, tend to sell very well, even though they're a $30 price point. So I would assume this is actually a decent buyout, and the hype might follow through. And these are pretty collectible. People have always really liked this deck and like to see where it goes through. I think Jeff Jones performed the best with this deck, if I recall, and that was also a pretty awesome moment in the dueling world. But do you see what I mean? Through almost every single card, just an insane difference between eBay and TCG Player. And my final thought here is, Phantom Knights, they were already falling a little bit from their hype. People were thinking maybe of going with pure BA with the Link Monster, but now it feels like we might not have to worry. But if something's missing out of that structure deck, if something's not there, oh boy, is it going to be sore. Like, remember, Phantom Knight Sword recently went to $2 for a while, and now it's back at $1. But if a piece is missing that's important, it might just go through the roof a little bit. But I feel like Konami typically does a really good job with their structure decks over anything else. So I feel like overall the Phantom Knights will continue to fall through this unless we get word that something is indeed missing. But what do you guys think of today's market watch and today's news? I actually wanted to just make a quick video update on this itself. But when I started peeking around on the prices and peeking around at what was happening, I knew it had to be a market watch. I knew we had to go ahead and get this out and talk about it. So crazy prices on both platforms, a lot of it mid buyout. Maybe you guys want to get yours, maybe you don't. Maybe you don't. Do you even care about this archetype? I personally do enjoy watching it work. I think most of you guys do have a soft spot in your hearts for Heroes. Some people don't, just because it's popular. It really all comes down to personal taste. But the fact of the matter is, Heroes were once meta. They could once again become meta. So we'll keep our eyes out and see what Konami has for us.